We're live? All
Hello,
right.
welcome back to the Legacy Mediocre League. I'm here with our regular Reanimator player Tim, and we're about to start the next match, which is going to be Eldrazi versus Doomsday. Should be a pretty interesting matchup.
I
We were
know
just
I know
talking about,
Eldrazi has a lot of hate in their main deck already set up for the Doomsday deck. Chalice will be a nasty beating for them.
for sure, and we can already see a Chalice in the Eldrazi player's hand as well. Now, Doomsday does actually have some ability to fight through that,
Well,
being
he's
that
got,
if you already have a chop in play, you can probably win through it with the right hand.
I suppose Vapor Snag is good against nasty hate cards, except the nasty hate card is stopping you from casting one drops.
Yeah, that's a problem. And then there's also the Thought Not Seer or some further disruption. I mean, Romario's hand is a bit slow because he doesn't have a turn one play. So he's looking at turn two Chalice on the draw, which is, I mean, it's a little slow, but Doomsday is not the fastest deck, so it might be enough. I mean, would you keep that hand from Romario's side?
Let's see. I personally think it's a little slow on the draw, as you said. You're doing nothing the first turn, and then you have to choose between whether you're doing your Thought Knot or your Chalice on turn two, so your curve isn't as smooth as you'd like it to be. Like the ideal is you'd want to curve out with the turn one Chalice, turn two Thought Knot, but that's obviously not an option here.
Yeah, I mean that's the dream.
It
I
looks like
still think
Leger
you
just took a
keep
mole.
it. Yeah, and his hand right now is looking pretty bad, so he's going to go to five. All right, so we could see a turn one therapy on Chalice if he's really scared of that, which he probably should be.
Yeah, that's what I would probably do in Leger's spot. You definitely want to respect that Chalice, especially when the rest of your hand is just one drops.
Yeah, yeah. Also, it's effectively a four card hand because the silence is well. You can try to use it as like a time warp, but you would rather have like another card in most cases.
Now it does set up. Oh God, he went down to three. I would have kept that on five there. Although I tend to be as mulligan averse as Gerard Fabiano.
Gerard Fabiano, yeah, and Joe said,
He's a player who loves to keep seven. For those that don't know,
yeah, seven lands, no problem. I'll draw spells. All
so he
right, so
did
he
do the
does go
therapy
for the therapy.
on Chalice. Probably would have been better with the five card hand.
Probably, then he would still have a ponder in hand. All right, so I actually thought not cannot come out on turn two here,
Barring a good top deck.
barring like another temple appearing. Oh,
There
and
there it
look what
is.
we have here.
All right, this might
It's
be a
it's
quick
not going to
game.
hit anything. Yeah, it might be. He doesn't get to exile any cards, but I mean, he does get to smash for nine next turn, so that's also pretty good.
I don't think you need to exile too many cards from the hand when they're starting on three.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
Okay, so well, Jay can technically still win this, but he needs to like
What is his out here?
draw. He needs to like draw a brainstorm right now, and then he needs to draw into Sense of Divining Top and Doomsday. Okay, well that's step one, and then he needs
Oh,
to.
well, it was close, but
It's close.
let's
Yeah,
think. Put
that's
back.
not gonna work. And oh,
Back.
if he draws another brainstorm next turn into the perfects, then maybe.
Well, he could swing for 11 because of the factory, so it's pretty much over.
Oh, then it's over. That's a thing. Those pesky manlands doing some extra work. Yeah, so that's it then. That's uh
So
that's a
not
pretty
bad.
good game.
Swing for nine on turn three, 11 on turn four. Call it a day.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not sure that that five card hand would have beaten that. Probably not. Like
Yeah, I
that's
mean,
really
he
tough
doesn't
to
have
do.
perfect information like we did, but I kind of like the sequence of, you're going to use therapy in the dark on the chalice, and then you see that the Thought Not Seer is there, so then you actually do get to use your silence as a pseudo time walk and hope that you can just draw into something with your ponder. But again, They don't
Yeah,
work
but
like that.
he probably wouldn't have silenced because it looked like the Thought Knot was not going to come out yet, and then he top deck Eldrazi Temple. So I don't know. That was a pretty good draw as well.
Yeah, no, Mario had some nice draws there. So
Yeah.
how are we sideboarding here?
Well, Lee J is playing a Burning Wish deck, which usually means you don't actually get to bring in that many cards.
Yeah, probably just all the
So
chalices, which he did.
I mean, he's I don't know that he's going to bring in anything really.
I mean, did I say all the chalices? I meant all the abrupt decays.
Oh, the Abrupt Decays, yeah, yeah,
To
that's
kill
pretty
the
much it.
chalices. That's I had chalice on the mind because abrupt decay gets rid.
Yeah, yeah, those are coming in, and then that's probably it. I mean,
What do we got, Romario?
Sheldon Emerald too. I mean, yeah, it looks like he's bringing that in. It's a little bit slow, but I guess if you get a Dark Ritual and a Doomsday on turn one, it might actually be fast enough. Because from that point on, you're no longer affected by any of the chalices and spheres and torrents and all that jazz.
Yeah, Emrakul shows all the lesser Eldrazi. Mama's home.
For sure. All right, so Romario has double Thorn of Amethyst into Reality Smasher. A bit awkward with the mana on his side, but it is double disruption, which might be good enough.
Yeah, I think what I'd like to do if I were Romario might be lead off with the Mishra's factory and use a Simian Spirit Guide so I could play the city and not have it, immediately go away.
Yeah, and then play another Thorn on turn two. That seems
Exactly. A
great.
double thorn is really going to cause a lot of problems for Leger.
Okay. Well, he's leading off with the city,
Okay.
valuing the Spirit Guide. I mean, that's fine, but it's just going to delay the Reality Smasher for a bit.
That was my line of thinking there. You just want to, play
Yeah,
out your other lands and then get the Reality Smasher down, or I mean the city down for the Reality Smasher.
yeah, you need to actually win the game before you can find answers to your disruption. All right, so here we're going to see a Protection Probe for 1 mana and 2 life, which is going to reveal the second Thorn.
It's a pretty steep price for a card, 1 mana and 2 life.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
when you're fighting through those stacks artifacts,
Yeah, it's the
it's
only
a tough
option you
life
have.
playing cantrips.
At least there wasn't Chalice. I mean, he's happy that he can even cast the card.
We're gonna see a 3 mana brainstorm next turn. No, we probably wait a turn so you can do a 3 mana brainstorm and fetch.
I'd play a 3 mana Brainstorm in Modern. Sounds pretty good. All right, so there's a Lion's Eye Diamond, which is not really what he wants. I mean, actually, it might be what he wants. Like, what he could do is just get a Lion's Eye Diamond in play for only 2 mana, and then, like, just find a Doomsday on top, just discard his hand, and just play Doomsday and go for the Shallow Isle.
Right. Just set up a big explosive turn by dumping your mana
Yeah,
now into LED and then going off like 1 or 2 turns later.
yeah, yeah, that might be what he needs to do. So next turn is still no Reality Smash. Actually, yeah, he does have the Smasher next turn now with the Spirit Guide. So the clock is going to be upped pretty soon here. So Jay is 1 mana off casting a Doomsday, and also when you cast Doomsday, you lose half your life, which is, if you don't win immediately, that's pretty annoying.
This is also an important point to consider.
Oh, Cabal Therapy. That's
It's
only 3 mana.
due to those double thorns. It's
He
going to be
knows.
tough for Leger to cast multiple spells in a turn.
I mean, he knows about the Reality Smasher, right? So you would think he would Therapy here, but he's choosing to go for the Brainstorm.
Not if the format. I think 4 mana brainstorm is a little better than 3 mana brainstorm because it sticks around, and wins the game. If we're
Yeah,
talking about the same 4 mana brainstorm.
it tends to do that. But I think I would have therapied there. I mean, even when you don't know about the second smasher, you do know about the first one and the spirit guide. So
Exactly, and you don't want to you don't want to give them a major clock when you're only at 14 life, and you are going to have to resolve Doomsday at some point.
right. Oh, there's the second spirit guide. So it looks like this reality smasher is going to have a brother next turn as well, and that's going to be lethal. So JS is one turn to do something awesome, and it's going to be pretty tough with double thorn of amethyst right there.
Might take them some time to think about this one. Should we cue up some tank music now? I don't know if you saw that when we had that one match where he went into the tank and we had a really funny interlude scene.
I missed that. I'm gonna have to rewatch that. Actually, if you want to rewatch any of the Legacy Mediocre League matches, they're all up on YouTube. So definitely check that out if you would like some more mediocre Legacy action.
That's right. And after you do that, you could also check out our sponsor, South Florida Magic. They've got some. I don't know how mediocre their legacy is. It might be a little less mediocre. They played real decks on their stream.
Ooh, they're even better in this league. But you should definitely check that out. All right, so there's the Emrakul and the Shelldock, but its library still has quite a few more than 20 cards in it, so it's not going to do a whole lot, unfortunately.
And he's staring down lethal next turn.
Yeah, I mean, you might just want to like tilt
Maybe he's gonna
Cabal
flip
Therapy
top and draw
yourself.
Terminus. Oh no.
Oh no, it isn't. He was looking for maybe he could have drawn Orim's Chant with Kicker, but that would have been too expensive. No, actually, it wouldn't have. Yeah, he was looking for Orim's Chant, I guess, if he's even running that card.
All right,
And that's
so
going to do it.
that was a fairly quick one. And now I guess we've got our battle for first coming up. Reanimator against Elves.
Yeah, good luck in your match. And we'll see who's first in the standings after today.
We'll see if I can stay in first after this. Yeah.
It's going to be a dual deck, demons versus elves. Let's see which of these tribes is going to prevail tonight.